Hey everybody, it is Tam telling tales, and I got a special guest with me on today. Y'all want to see what's up with Teddy Van Gogh? I know y'all do. Stay tuned.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it. Tongue twister. Say it real fast one time.
Tam telling tales.
Hey everybody, it is Tam telling tales, and I am here with a very special guest here in the building with me. Everybody say hello to the screenwriter, to the producer, to the writer, the director, the actor, and the
Jiu-jitsu.
what he said, fighter. Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Everybody is Teddy Van Gogh. How you doing?
I'm good, Tim. How are you?
I'm good. I was really trying to get that out too.
It's all
I
right.
was practicing earlier.
It's okay. It's okay. Everybody gets tongue-tied on that one. It's okay.
I'm not even going.
Just say martial arts.
Martial arts.
There we go.
Martial arts.
There we go.
Okay, so welcome to the show. I'm
Thank
so
you for
glad to
having
have
me.
you here with me.
Thank you for having me.
And we always open up the show with a game of preferences.
Okay.
So this is just a fun game to find out which one you prefer.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to keep it nice and easy for you on this game.
Okay.
I told you already I got
Take
the
it
game.
easy on me.
So this is the easy one.
Okay.
Here we go.
Clear my throat for this.
There you go. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Laptop or desktop computer?
Laptop.
Drop top or an SUV?
SUV.
BMW or Mercedes?
I used to always, my dream car was always a BMW, but I would prefer a Mercedes nowadays.
Gotcha. Beach house or cabin?
Me cabin.
Okay. Watch a sitcom or crime drama?
Crime drama.
Okay. Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor?
Raw is just classic. I'm sorry. Eddie Murphy.
I feel you. Aretha Franklin or Patti LaBelle?
Aretha.
Okay. Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z.
LeBron James or Kobe
LeBron.
Bryant? Oh, you wasn't gonna let me finish?
LeBron.
Oh, okay.
It's LeBron.
Okay.
I love Brady.
Lemon pepper or naked?
Lemon pepper. I have a little season on that thing.
Yeah, I like a little seasoning. Air Max or Jordans?
I'm not a shoe guy. Jordans don't come in my size. Air Maxes neither. So
okay.
if Jordan, if you're listening, make some of my size. I need a 16 wide.
Okay.
So I would go with Jordan if they came in my size regularly. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I want to ask you this, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Okay.
Dark liquor or light liquor?
When I used to drink, it was dark.
Okay. I wonder who. Wait. Okay. We forgetting who I was making these questions for. All right. Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Nope. I sure won't.
You can ask me anything.
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Okay. Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Baptist or Kojic?
I was raised Baptist.
Okay, now. Road trip or flight?
Flight.
Hollywood Coney or Nikki D's?
Neither.
Dang, not neither one of
Give
them.
me L Jordans.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Jordans. I was raised on L Jordans.
Pumpkin or sweet potato pie?
Sweet potato.
Okay, and it's your last question.
Okay.
Tam telling tales or anybody else?
Tam telling tales.
Hey,
Of
see how
course.
quick he did that, y'all? I see how quick he did that?
Of course,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
like it. I
feel
like
like
it.
you shorted me on the questions though. I'm wondering
You think so?
what you didn't want to ask me. That's what I want to be asked now because you got my curiosity.
Ain't doing it. Nope. You know what? I did this segment, Tim telling tales after dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that dark, and I'm not going to ask it.
It's not that dark.
Oh, sure not. But what I will do is ask you some more questions about you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've gotten past the first segment. We know a little bit about you now. But I also want to know more about you when it comes to the film world
Good.
because you have a heavy history.
Yeah.
We talked about it already at the top of the show, everything that you have been doing. I'm watching my television screen. I see you up there. So I want to know, when did you get into the film world and what was it that you were doing?
Um, I always show love to Renika McQueen, always, and Kamal Smith, no matter what. I don't care what time of the day it is, where I'm at in the world. Renika McQueen and Kamal Smith gave me my very first opportunity. I'm not gonna say what nobody else would. It was just more the opportunity presented itself, and it was because of them. So Renika used to come. So a lot of people don't know I've been a hairstylist and barber for 13 years, licensed through the
Okay.
state of Michigan. So Renika used to come up to a salon that I used to work at and get her hair done by one of the girls. And I think she was filming Deceitful Passions at the time. And I said, I could sit in the shop and cut somebody's hair. Like, put me in the movie, Renika, you know what I'm saying? Put me on. She's like, oh boy, you ain't serious. One day after the pandemic, she hit me up and she's like, you serious? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So I got 2 lines for you. And it was in A Family Divided. So she's like, go
Yep.
get you a suit and show up on this day. I did that. Kamal was the director. After that, I got into Kamal's class, and it's been off and running since then. That was September 21.
Wow.
Yep.
You did them 2 lines too.
I did. Thank you.
You did them
I
two
did
lines.
them 2 lines nervously.
Listen.
Though. If it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for Kamal, calm down, big fella. Calm down. You got this.
But I mean, that speaks to how important it is to take even the small things as something very important because you never know what it's going to lead to.
Absolutely.
So it has clearly led to other bigger endeavors for you because you don't just act; you do other things.
I do.
So you are a cinematographer.
I am
as well. So, for those of us who may not know exactly what a cinematographer is, why don't you enlighten us, please?
So, a cinematographer designs the look of a project from start to finish. The director gives the vision that he sees. The cinematographer takes the vision from the director and says, "Okay, this is how we can get that done." The director says, "This is what I want done." The cinematographer DP says, "Okay, this is how we can get that done. This is how the project is lit. How it's going to be lit. Who's going to be lit? Who am I going to focus on? How the story is told. All of that goes through to the cinematographer."
So you're a big deal, basically, is what I just heard you say. Yeah. Okay. Big deal. Big deal. So we do that. We also direct. We also write.
Yes.
Out of all of those, what do you enjoy doing the most?
Cinematography.
Okay.
Cinematography. So I enjoy being behind the camera and making people look their absolute best. I get great joy out of writing stories that tell a lot of the story that tell the stories that a lot of people may not want to tell, may not want to touch on, but maybe need to be touched on. Like Corruption was literally about a man's worst nightmare come to life. That's what the entire project was literally about. And I want to make films touching on those stories. And I've been a writer since middle school, but never really embraced it until I went to film school. Okay. And I had an instructor who kind of was like, you got a knack for it. You should probably take it serious. And that's kind of how that came about.
So when you were writing screenplays as a young person, or you were writing books?
I was writing books. So the very first book I used to win, it was a website called poetry.com when I was in elementary, middle school. I won an award for them. They actually flew me out to Washington, D.C. to receive that award. And man, I cannot find that award to save my life. But one day I can't wait to find it. So I used to write poetry. I actually had a couple of books of poems that I wrote. Nothing ever published besides the one that I won the contest with.
Okay.
And I also used to write short stories. But I didn't get into screenplays until literally 2 years ago. When I learned how to actually format properly. Because that's a huge adjustment for like anybody, especially like coming from novels, books. Learning how to actually format it properly in a different way is like a whole different shift in mentality. You can tell great stories, but if you can't format it right, then it doesn't necessarily translate to the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely. And then if you don't have good cinematography,
this
then
is true.
it definitely won't
This is
translate.
true. This is very true.
It is. It is. Well, of course, over here at Tam Telling Tales, we love a good book. So I'm going to encourage you that if you decide that you want to just dabble on back into the writing and write that book and let me see it first, then I will
For
be
sure.
totally fine with that.
For sure.
Yes, I will be totally fine
For
with
sure.
that. Now, you mentioned corruption,
Mhm.
and that is actually where I had the pleasure of meeting you.
Yes, ma'am.
Was at the premiere of Corruption.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I would love for you to tell everybody about your film.
So corruption is it's a story about a man's worst nightmare come to life. He goes on this journey of trying to balance home, trying to balance work, dealing with these circumstances, situations, while battling a no good mayor, and ultimately his worst fear comes to life when he loses his daughter. So that was, as a father, like that's one of those things that kind of touched me very deeply because what would I do? How would I feel? How would I react if the worst happened to me? And I kind of wanted to put that on the screen and kind of see how Melvin would deal with that situation, how Stephanie would deal with that situation,
Mm-hmm.
how other people would deal with that situation. And part two
Okay, then part two,
tells
because you know what?
exactly.
Watching the film,
Mhm.
it definitely left off with, oh, okay, well, something else is going to happen
Yeah.
here. It was
Yeah.
like, okay, load up.
Yeah.
And
So part one was to develop the story, and get people to ask where was part two, to get people to kind of invest in certain characters. Part two is actually really diving into those stories and telling who these people are, giving more backstory and developing the story full bloom.
okay.
It's a touched on the story, but more about the action in part two.
Okay.
So be expecting that.
I could tell. Yup, I knew it. I knew it. See, I didn't even have to ask my question. You answered it for me.
And you get that first exclusive. Nobody else knows
Oh,
that.
yes. I love words like that. Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Sounds so important, don't it? I love it.
Yeah, you are important, Tam. Yes, you are. We appreciate what you do for the community.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Dang, that's nice.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, I be trying to make other people feel good, stuff like that when they come to the show. Then y'all end up making me feel good.
That's what it's about balance. It's all
It
about
is.
balance.
It is.
It's all about us lifting each other up. Because at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
we are all we got. Ain't nobody coming to help us. We got to help each other.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Now, with part 2,
Mhm.
have you guys started filming?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
So I'm sure we're gonna bring back all of our old people. We got Emery coming back, Fancy coming back. That's my girl. I love Fancy.
I love Fancy too.
He coming back.
I love Fancy too.
Okay. Bill.
I love Bill too.
He coming back.
I love Bill.
See, you know what? I see what you're doing. You see what I'm doing, and I see what you're doing. I'm gonna let you do it. I am. I'm gonna let you do it because that's what y'all do. Got to keep the people guessing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let you have that one.
So I'm gonna let you have that one.
I am. I'm gonna let you have that one. But in the meantime, we want to make sure everybody knows that Corruption is currently streaming.
Yes, it is.
On Tubi.
It is. It is.
So the people can watch that
and
now.
on its way to other platforms as well. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. And I appreciate all the support on Corruption from everybody. Everybody's been so supportive, giving great feedback. They loved what we did with the first one and can't wait for part 2. So I am grateful, especially with that being my first project. Like that project was 2 years in the make. Was literally 24 months from inception to delivery to the world.
Wow.
Literally. So, like I said again, I actually met Kamal in September on that set with Renika. Obviously, I had the previous relationship with Renika, but I was the first time meeting Kamal. After meeting Kamal, going into his class, like I think it was like early December or something like that. that in between that time is when we started to develop the idea for Corruption.
Okay.
So it took us realistically because again I had to actually learn structure, I had to actually learn how to develop it, and then I also have shout out to Jasmine Marie as well. Jasmine, I'm tripping, not Jasmine Marie, Jasmine Rivers. Shout out to her because she actually co-wrote it with me, and oh my gosh, she was so patient with me because boy, I tell you, we would sit on the phone for like hours, and we twisted the story so many different times, and she was just so patient with me, and she was so understanding to help me get that to where it was at. So I couldn't have done it without her in any way, shape, or form. I definitely want to make sure that the world knows that because she is a phenomenal screenwriter. Phenomenal screenwriter. But yeah, so that whole process was 24 months almost exactly to the premiere.
Okay.
Yes.
And what were all of the roles that you actually played for this film? You say it's your film, so and we have all kind of titles out there: producer, director.
Mhm.
So what were all your titles?
So I wrote the film, me and Jasmine. I directed the film myself. I was the casting director, and I'm very, very like big on the casting part, especially being a director. It's important for me to actually have relationships with people. Like relationships are worth more than money to me because my talent had to be able to trust me as far as being on screen and performing. At the same time, simultaneously, my crew had to trust me as well. And then I also had to have the right crew to actually do their jobs while I was working with the actors who I needed to have do their jobs. So I had to be like this omnipresent type of person without being so. And that only came with the relationships that I built with each individual each individual person on that set. Couldn't even get the words out. Please scrub that.
It be like that. I already have two of them. We scrubbing.
So it was 47 people on that set, and each individual one, I spent a significant amount of time just actually developing a relationship with them on a personal level, and that meant so much to me, especially being for my first project, like from Diesel to Emery to Fancy, and Fancy. I got in contact with Fancy through actually I casted most of the people through DM originally.
DM is life.
The original connections to Emery, Diesel, I had contact with him. Fancy, and a few other people, came from direct messages on Instagram or Facebook.
It be like that.
Fancy got in contact with me. She's like, "Look, I'm moving to Detroit. Let's work." I said,
Listen,
"Okay."
she don't play around.
I said, "Okay, let's figure it out."
But her.
And then Stephanie came about, and I just love that. So I have a thing for like the South. Like my wife knows it. Anybody that knows me know I have just this thing for the South. And it was important for me to have like that Southern influence as far as Fancy and Miss Walker as well. So that Southern connection was like a really big thing for me. My grandmother was from Mississippi, born and raised, and yeah, there you go. So I had that upbringing from her, along with the switches.
Yeah, my grandmama didn't do no switches.
My grandma did. I was big.
She let my mama do it.
Yeah, she let your mama do it.
My grandma, Granny didn't never beat me.
Yeah.
I was a good kid though. She didn't really. No, I'm lying. My mama beat me. My grandmama.
Well, you said mama did it, so you
mama
had to be
did it.
something.
I was trying to lie right fast. Like I was a good kid.
You had already told on yourself. It's all right.
I was a good kid.
The people was gonna catch that one. Like,
yeah,
Tim.
Right.
Sheldon was telling tales.
Hold on, producer. Wait a minute. Okay. I can tell you still. I can tell you still. But we're not gonna do this. This isn't about me. It's about you. Okay, so your grandmama was whooping you with the switches, not me.
I loved it. And I wouldn't have traded a moment of it for the world.
Listen, them grandmamas that used to grandmama.
I had a big mama, like the soulful big mama.
That big mama.
Yeah.
See, my grandmama's nickname was Sweet Lou.
Yeah.
Well, why I say it was? It is. My grandma at the crib right now.
Much love the big mama. For sure. So yeah, to go back to that, so producer, writer, director, I'm really involved in casting. I found all of the locations on my own, everything. We had a real courtroom that we filmed in. We had a hospital as well that just didn't fall through at the last minute, but all of the locations, I was in charge of that. Literally everything.
Okay.
Literally everything.
Did everything.
Yep.
Well, it paid off because it's a great film.
I appreciate you so much.
So, before we started filming, I mentioned that I had a little game that I wanted to play with you. And so I think it's time for us to play that game.
Okay.
Ready?
I am.
Okay. So the name of this game is called Namesake.
Okay.
Okay. So all of these questions are going to be related in some way to your name.
Okay.
All right. So first question. I'll make this one the easy one.
Okay.
Name 3 Teddy Pendergrass songs.
I can't name one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. I can't name one. And I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. I can name you 3 T-Pain songs. Teddy pinned her ass down.
Nope. That's not on my list.
Oh, my mama would be so embarrassed.
Oh. Not one Teddy Pendergrass?
Not one. Baby, give me a cheat list.
Yes.
Turn off the lights.
Click.
And light a candle.
There you see. Thank God for wives.
You feel
Okay.
me? Look, that's why I
Look
got
out
married.
for her boo.
That's why I got married, because I can't do this on my own.
We got that one. And it wasn't even from you. She had helped you out. Oh, you know
Listen,
what?
I use my lifeline.
Okay. For that one. Oh, there's so many options, but yeah, okay. All right, your next namesake question.
Okay.
In 2026, this toy was awarded the 2006 Animated Interactive Plush Toy of the Year Award by Creative Child magazine. What toy was this?
In 2026, we ain't there yet.
In 2006.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, dang, I didn't know we was in the future yet.
Sorry. 2006.
In 2006.
They received the Animated Interactive Plush Toy of the Year Award. Remember the name of the game?
I know it's something teddy bear, but I don't know what's teddy bear. Oh.
You give up?
Lifeline.
Oh, no.
Where's Google when you need it?
Sorry, wait. Before you, how old are you?
I'm 37.
He might not. Because that was.
Ooh,
It was on the TV.
yeah.
Tell it to me.
No.
It's something Teddy. It's got to be
It is.
Teddy Ruxpin or something.
It is.
There we go. Teddy Ruxpin. I didn't know about it winning no awards. That just made sense at that moment.
Right.
Like lucky guess.
Yes. Lucky guess. Okay. Yes. They did a revamp in 2006, but yeah, that was a 80s toy for sure.
For sure.
Had a little cassette in the back.
I know about the Ruxpin. I'm just saying that wasn't what I was thinking. It was like 2006. It was like, I don't know if I know teddy bears winning no awards.
Look, I'm doing good on these questions.
We don't shoot in the dark though. We don't shoot in the dark.
Well, this is a good one. Okay.
Got me thinking.
All right, here we go.
Down my brain cells.
Let's see. Oh, this is a multiple choice question.
Okay.
Where was artist Vincent Van Gogh residing when he painted his famous portrait, The Starry Night, in 1889? Was it A, a royal castle, B, mental asylum, C, private villa, or D, prison?
I want to say it was a private villa.
Is that your final answer?
I just read. It's so funny. I just read about this. I want to say a private villa. I will stick with that.
Okay. Nah, that ain't
apparently, based off of the response, apparently I was wrong.
No,
he wasn't in the asylum.
He was.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, he was in a mental asylum.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was brushing up on my history a little bit. We actually went to the museum.
I didn't make it.
We went like right at the break of the pandemic when it first came. So it was at Kobo. So we were one of the only people in there actually at the time. So I don't even know what it looks like now.
Oh, okay. Well, you got 2 more to go. So you can still get a A D.
I
But
just, you know, hey,
yeah, listen.
hey, no child left behind.
You see what I'm saying? We'll leave you behind.
No
We
child
would
left
never.
behind. Not in Detroit school system. No child, baby. I'm moving on one way or the other.
Too funny. We're gonna stick with our boy. What body part did Vincent Van Gogh cut off of himself?
Was it his ear? It was his ear.
It was his ear.
Yeah.
You better get it
You
right.
know what I'm saying? I know a little history. I'm coaching a little bit, just a little bit. You know?
Okay.
I actually remember the first thing that came to mind was this rap song. That's what made me think about it. And that's
Wait, it's in a rap song?
Yes, it was. I forget the artist that was talking about it. But they mentioned it in the rap song. I was like, oh, he cut off his ear for real?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what made me go
Gave
research
it to a
it.
prostitute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so threw me off.
Vincent was nasty.
It was
I
a
could
hard
just
bar
fucking
too.
tell.
Like, this nigga can't hear nothing. Like Mr. Van Gogh. I'm like, oh,
Bars. Oh, whew, okay. We got one more.
let's do it.
This is an easy one now.
Okay, to you.
Because you got a whole lot of options.
Okay.
Name your favorite song
Okay.
produced by Teddy Riley.
She went in that chair and just folded like, you better not get this one wrong.
Teddy Riley.
You better not. Oh,
There's
man.
so many options.
It is.
Teddy, Guy,
and
Blackstreet, Bobby
it's so
Brown.
crazy because I was just watching. It was a documentary or something about him moving to Carolina, from New York. It was this whole thing about that, and oh my god,
I asked you too quick. That's what it was. See, when you leave here, you're gonna be thinking of all the songs.
everything, and I'm gonna be like, bro, like I know
All the songs.
all of this because I used to love. I'm not gonna say used to. I still love music. But I used to be infatuated. Oh, so I was infatuated with like drumline. So I was like, oh, I want to learn everything
All
music.
lines.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we got to talk about the music.
Yeah,
because you making the videos and
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
everybody's videos
Oh,
and
but I'm
dancing in the videos. And so we had to talk about that.
Look,
So we ain't got no Teddy Riley.
I'm not trying to be puffy and dancing in everybody's videos. Let me just start with that one.
Okay. So basically, we not gonna get no answer for the Teddy Riley.
So you felt what I was doing. You knew what I was doing.
You was doing that. I caught that. Yeah, dog.
So you done found me out.
That's a pass.
It's a pass. Because I know him and I can't think of him right now, and I'm embarrassed.
Man, listen.
I'm so embarrassed.
That was a good game, though. Namesake is a keeper. So you had a good name for that one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You had a good name for that one.
You had a lot of relevant stuff. But that Teddy Ruxpin threw me off. Cause I'm like, what? Like what toy? I'm like, I got a bunch of kids. I should know a little bit about it.
That's fair though, because if you, that's telling my age a little bit, ain't it? It's telling my age a little bit. I should have gave you a different one.
It's all good.
And I can't think of one off the top of
my
head.
You educated the people. That's all that matters.
Boom, Teddy Ruxpin. If you don't know about it, look it up. Google.
They know it now.
Mm-hmm. Look up Vincent Van Gogh.
Look up Teddy Van Gogh.
Look up Teddy Van Gogh. Look up Teddy Pendergrass.
You feel me?
Not T-Pain. There is a difference.
There is a difference.
Clearly feel like we need to say that. Teddy Pendergrass down. Teddy Pendergrass is totally different people.
You got my ear hurting. You know that one that little the pressure right here when you laughing too hard.
Ask your mamas, okay?
Ask your mamas.
Yes. That's funny. Well, since we are still talking about music a little bit, let's talk about music a little bit.
Okay.
So I know that you have some musical background as well. So a bit about that.
I used to play the trumpet when I was in earlier life. I used to play the trumpet when I was in elementary school. Kind of got away from it. My daughter is really into it now.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say it's sparked that a fire back in me, but it's got me more interested in it because she's interested. She actually went to DSA from playing the viola, which is I didn't even know that existed until she started playing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so she's really into that. She switched over to media now, but she's still really interested in like music. But as far as me, like my musical background is just listening to Jay Z, Rick Ross, Lil Luther back in the day, Aretha, what I'm saying,
I know
Jodeci.
Telegram stuff.
I do not know
We're
Teddy in
listening to
there.
Teddy. See, now when y'all leave here, I'm gonna need y'all to go
It's gonna hit
ahead
me
and
like
pull
the
up a
bricks.
nice little playlist.
She gonna do it. I already know it. She over there building it right now. I know my wife. She's over there building.
Yeah, we're gonna build up a playlist. So
He
we're gonna
ain't
get
gonna.
you
He
together.
gonna be prepared next time
See
she
what I'm
come
saying?
in.
See what I'm saying? So when this video drop, it'll be like in the comment section,
Like
like
Teddy,
love
give me one
TKO.
time.
Yes, do all of those things.
For
And then
sure.
tomorrow, you can listen to you Teddy Riley.
Indeed. We gonna
Yep,
listen
there
to
we
it all the
go.
way home.
Now you
Yes.
also, because with you being a cinematographer,
Mm.
you also shoot music videos
I
though
do.
too, right?
I do. So this year was heavy. Is one of my shifts is me getting heavy into music videos this year.
Okay.
So I kicked off the year because I wanted to. I'm just big about the community, man. So like again, I truly believe that we can't get to where we want to get to unless we all do our parts.
Mm-hmm.
So I kicked off the year by offering a free music video for an up and coming artist, just because it's like who does that?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to be one of the ones that do that, if any at all. So just like I said, I'm big on the community. So
That's dope.
appreciate you.
That's dope. So, have you found anybody yet?
Actually, so first music video is on Thursday, which is crazy because the artist that reached out to me is like, yeah, my brother had told me to check out your work. I check out your work. I love your work. And he was showed me the screenshot. So I was like, cool. I never asked him who his brother was. His brother is a partner of mine. He used to work for him. I said, oh, that's crazy because his brother called me and was like, yeah, you doing a video for my brother, man. I appreciate you. I'm like, who is your brother, nigga?
Right.
So he's like, such and such. DC, his name is DC the Goat, by the way. Give him a shout out. Got a nice track, beautiful track. Even when my wife heard it, she's like, oh, I like that. So it was cool.
And this is rap.
Yeah, this particular project
Okay.
is a rap project. But I
Okay.
also selected a secondary project, which is an R&B project, which is just a beautiful song that I just in my spirit I just wanted to do it. So I'm actually doing 2 free projects to
Okay.
kick off the year. Yes.
You
Yes.
better do it then.
Yes.
I love to hear it.
I appreciate that.
So, I got a question now for
Okay.
you because that's really super nice and sweet. But I saw you post something on your Facebook page, and I was like,
What did I post?
"Oh, wait a minute! What is happening? What's happening?" And
What did I
so
done posted?
you mentioned firing some folks,
Yes, yeah.
and that you were looking for a whole new team.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I put in a lot of work over the last like 2 years, like a lot of work. And when that Taraji P interview came out about not capitalizing on that Cookie character, like that kind of hit me. I was like, bro, like I put in a lot of work over the last 2 years to build this brand, this Teddy Van Gogh brand, and it's kind of like I can't be the only person at the table coming with ideas, trying to figure stuff out. It's like if I have a team, then the team we should all be capitalizing on this momentum that we have right now. Like a lot of people want to work with me, in state, out of state. A lot of people really just want to genuinely work with me just because of the reputation that I've been able to build. Just trying to be the best person I can be when people come across me. So I have a lot of supporters. I'm not gonna say fans. I have a lot of supporters for what I'm doing, and a lot of people that seen me literally come from the bottom of the bottom. Like I was homeless for 2 years. That's no exaggeration. And watch me get to where I'm at right now. And we should have a lot more going on. I should be involved with a lot more. And I feel like I'm kind of being shortchanged by not having a team to actually keep me in the rooms and the places and doing the things where I can actually be, like free music videos or like I did the barber camp and I did all these different things. So it's like I should have a team that's around me telling me, giving me ideas, more stuff to be involved in, to do more stuff for the community. And I didn't have that. So I'm like, yeah, what do y'all around me for? Like I don't have the positive influence. If I'm got to do it on my own, I'd just rather be by myself and do it, or find another team and build another team to help us get to where I'm trying to get us to. So, yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we want to make sure that that happens for you. So have you already started taking resumes,
Oh,
getting
for
some
sure.
folks hired?
For sure. Like I
Okay.
actually just not met because we actually had a conversation months ago and we just reconnected today. It's just phenomenal production designer. And I can't actually wait to get on set with her and see what she actually does with the set and with the script. So we actually, which we have another project that this year I wrote 3 films that are coming out
Okay.
either the end of this year or beginning of next year, but we'll be in production this year on all 3, including Corruption too. Check out that. So,
I
so
love it when they just answer my questions before I ask them.
you know,
I love
so
it.
that will be in production this year. But the first one is going to be called Silent Scream, and that is just simply about because I am pro woman, very much pro woman. Like I have daughters, I got a wife, and I just it's just a soft spot for me, especially black women.
Mm.
And the story is just about a woman that goes through life, deals with the circumstances that either she put herself through or life just decided that that was the card that they wanted to deal her, but she dealt with it like a woman and turned everything around and, and found herself in a prosperous situation to actually tell her story to other young ladies to encourage them not to go that route. So that is one I'm very, very proud of.
Yay. I'm excited. I really do get excited for all of the filmmakers and the actors and everything when I hear them talk about their projects because it's so inspiring. Like when it comes to Hollywood, you got all these big important people with all of this money and they can just kind of throw it around and do whatever. But when it comes to that independent world, it's not a whole bunch of money to just throw around.
Mm,
When you got your money, you have to be really smart about how you spend it, how you use it.
mm,
And a lot of the people that I come in contact with, they are smart about how they spend their money
mm,
and they produce great, great projects.
mm.
So I'm excited to hear what you got
Yeah,
going on.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
So I want to give you a chance to talk about just a recap because I know you got some stuff you still got to do and everything. You told me before we left.
It's
So
all
I'm not going to keep you
good.
here
It's all good.
all night long, okay?
It's all
But
good.
I do want you to still give us a recap on what all they can actually watch right now and support Teddy Van Gogh.
So we obviously have Corruption on Tubi streaming. On Tubi right now. It'll be on other platforms soon. But all of my brothers, man, it's some projects that I've been blessed to be a part of, like Black Straight Blues is just streaming right now. Kamal just redropped Parental Discretion Advised.
Mm-hmm.
We have Born Cursed, T-Rich just redropped that. We got Faithful, Dennis Reed, that's streaming on Tubi and other platforms as well. What else do we have? Renika McQueen go stream A Family Divided. That's streaming on platforms right now as well. Um, yeah, all of those different projects, man. Just go support those. Go watch those. Continue to support those. We all appreciate that for sure. So,
Absolutely. And since we're talking about support,
hmm
y'all can go ahead and make sure that you have liked and subscribed to my channel.
hmm
I would greatly appreciate that. I know y'all can find me everywhere on social media under Tam Telling Tales. So just figure out, throw that on in there. And then you can also tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Legend of underscore Teddy on all social media platforms.
Okay. Well, listen, everybody, you know that over here at Tam Telling Tales, we always like to lift up the literary world. And I want you all to know that this episode was sponsored by this book here. It's called Tears of America, and it is written by Fella. This book will be going home with you on today.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Some more, some
So
for sure.
we are always encouraging everybody that yes, read your books. All right. Y'all gonna watch the films, but we want you to read a book too. Because y'all know what I say over here. And I'm gonna have Teddy help me with it. So the first part is I'm Tim, I'm telling tales. And then you come in right after and say, read a book.
Okay.
Okay, ready.
I think I did that before at the premiere. Yeah.
You did, okay.
I think I can
Because
handle it.
sometimes people forget, so I
It's a lot
be
of pressure.
reminding them.
It's a lot of pressure, though. I think I can handle that.
Okay, all right, here we go. All right, y'all. So, I'm Tam. I'm telling tales.
She told me to tell y'all to read a book.
Bye, y'all.
Tam tell tales.